Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I want to use that greeting because it's going to be relevant later. But today we have two stories coming out of Star Wars that reflects its not so secret gay agenda that is trying to push on you and your children. First of all, we have Wookiepedia. Star Wars Encyclopedia Wookiepedia embraces rejection of the truth and deranged pronoun usage on character pages. Down here on their Twitter feed, you may have noticed a new field popping up in our info boxes lately. We are now listing characters' pronouns. It is always important to keep in mind that pronouns do not necessarily reflect gender, and by doing this, we are more accurate and respectful. So they've put pronouns in the bios of the character information pages on Wikipedia. I haven't looked yet. I don't know if they've put one down for 3PO. We'll have to check that one out. They've shown an example here with Commander Cody, and his pronouns are he, him, and his gender is male. Then they list the gender. So if the gender is male, you can pretty much be assured that his pronouns are he, him. I don't need to be told what their pronouns are. Maybe for Greedo, but all I really need to know is Greedo's gender. Gender's a male or a female. The rumors were always that Greedo was a female, so Greedo would be a she. However, it's so important for them to list the pronouns so that they can be more accurate and more respectful to gender identities. But making it clear this change has nothing to do with being accurate, the outlet decided to list Anakin Skywalker's pronouns as she, her at the request of a Twitter user. It's hard to read, but can you make Anakin's she, he for 2 seconds just so I can make it my header? And they complied. Anakin Skywalker is now she, her, which Anakin Skywalker is a male, but apparently he identifies as she, her. They don't care if it's accurate or not. They're pandering to the small segment of the population that has enough brain damage to think that there's more than one gender. Also, for Grand Admiral Thrawn, who wasn't in the movies, he was only in the books. And according to Disney Star Wars, he doesn't exist anymore because those books were in the past, and when Disney took over, they completely did away with all those books. But Grand Admiral Thrawn's pronouns are they, them. And then there's one more. Luke Skywalker. Good old Luke Skywalker, the main character, arguably. Maybe you could argue that Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker were the main character, but Luke Skywalker, our titular hero of Star Wars, need Luke Skywalker to have they, he pronouns for at least 1 second, and they complied. They have changed Luke Skywalker's pronouns to they, he. So this isn't about being accurate. This is just about pandering. It's obvious. Now, the second story coming out of Disney Star Wars, the Walt Disney Company's grooming agenda continues Star Wars Celebration to feature panel about drag shows. So they're adding a drag show panel to the European Star Wars Celebration. Walt Disney Company has made it abundantly clear the company has a grooming agenda when it opposed a bill in Florida to prevent the teaching of sexual orientation and gender identity from kindergarten through 3rd grade. I think it should be even further. I think 5th or 6th grade, really. And honestly, it shouldn't even be taught in school. That's not what kids need to be taught in school. Twitter user aka That Gay Jedi announced that the Walt Disney Company, Lucasfilm, and Star Wars approved his drag panel titled Star Wars is a Drag, exploring Star Wars through the art of drag for the upcoming Star Wars Celebration 2023 that's being held in London at the beginning of April. He wrote, "I'm humbled and grateful over the forest moons to announce that my Star Wars Celebration panel Exploring Star Wars Through the Art of Drag has been officially approved, and we can't wait to share this with you all." He goes on to say, some of Star Wars' very best characters embody various core principles of drag. Whether it's Din Djarin's drag as personal expression and self-discovery, he's the Mandalorian. When did the Mandalorian ever dress in drag? Asajj Ventress' drag as queer rebellion, or Padme Amidala's drag as self-empowerment. When did Padme, who's a female, ever dress in drag? Are you talking about the clothes that she was forced to wear because of the customs of her people? and all the makeup that she had to put on her face, is that what dressing in drag is? No, I don't think so. I thought dressing in drag was a male dressing up as a female and being all flamboyant and shit, and just putting on the most ugly makeup that they can find. I don't know. I don't know what this guy's even talking about. The relevance of drag even spills out of the pages and screens of Star Wars and flows through the fandom itself through hobbies like cosplay. No, it doesn't. If I dress up like Luke Skywalker, I'm not dressing in drag. If I dress up like Chewbacca, I'm not dressing in drag. Stop trying to project your thoughts on other people. It's sick. It's not working. Stop it. While taking an introductory look at the history and function of drag in our world today, let's also explore its thematic resonance and influential presence in everyone's favorite far, far away galaxy. Drag shows do not belong at a Star Wars celebration. Star Wars belongs at a Star Wars celebration, not drag shows. So this just goes to show you what Disney's agenda is for your children, for you, and just how much they are completely ruining Star Wars and any other IP that they get a hold of. Not just Star Wars, but Marvel. Marvel's gone down the tubes. Pixar's going down the tubes. And it's all due to this sick idea that only represents a very small percentage of our population. If you like what you heard, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And I'll see you next time.